Hello, I am doing another zodiac sign look today. I'm like, what is this series called again? I completely forgot. It's been a while since I filmed one of these videos. So yeah, today is Gemini. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing anyway. I think that's the next one up in like order, maybe. If you can't tell, I've got crap all over my face. I just did one of these masks again. The blackhead clearing fizz mask. It's probably like the 5th time or so I've used it and I really like it. It makes my skin so soft and so smooth. So I'm just going to remove this, and then while we talk about the look we're going to go for, I'm going to do a hydrating mask as well because my skin's just been quite stubborn lately and quite dehydrated. I've been sculling water like there's been no tomorrow. Trying to drink at least 3 liters a day. I've got my big water bottle right over here so we can drink water while we film. Should probably like tie up my hair or something. I don't even know what my hair's doing today. I went to the gym and it was really sweaty and I should have washed it, but I couldn't be bothered. You know those feels? So I just like loaded it up with dry shampoo, and I definitely need to get my roots done. Like, this is not pretty. And I'm using the Skin Hydrating Mask by Dermalogica. I also love the Aura one by Antipodes, I think it's called. And Origins does a really good hydrating mask as well. This is not sponsored by Dermalogica, BT dubs. I'm just using this today. So I just like to paste these all over my skin. And they don't look very special. They're just kind of like clear, but they work so good. I even put it under my eyes a little bit too, just to hydrate my under eye area. And I'm pretty sure I use way too much, but that's just who I am. You can even put it under your neck a little bit too if you want to feel fancy. So yeah, I'll put this on for about 10 minutes and let's look up what a Gemini is. My best friend during like primary school was a Gemini. Leo's coming up soonish. People keep asking me when Leo's gonna be because I guess it's like August right now. But yeah, I'm doing it in order, which is stupid. I should have done like the current zodiac sign, but whatever, it's done now. The element is air. Quality mutable. Okay. Colors are light green and yellow, and the ruler is Mercury. The strengths: gentle, affectionate, curious, adaptable, the ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas. And weaknesses are nervous, inconsistent, indecisive. Inconsistent. Gemini are expressive and quick-witted. Gemini represents 2 different personalities in one, and you will never be sure which one you will face. They are sociable, communicative, that's a tongue twister for me, wow, and ready for fun, with a tendency to suddenly get serious, thoughtful, and restless. They are fascinated with the world, extremely curious, with a constant feeling that there is not enough time to experience everything they want to see. So I know lots of people were saying, please don't do like a half face, and that's not what I'm going to do. I've had an idea of what I want to do for a while now. It's not an original idea by any means, but it is like 2-toned eyes. So I want to kind of represent Gemini's 2 sides by doing a different eye on both sides, but it's still going to match because I don't think it should be like polar opposites, even though that's kind of what, you know, Gemini represents, 2 different personalities. I want them both to be wearable. I want them both to still like, you know, be cohesive and pretty and fun. Gemini are always ready for fun, and Gemini are very expressive. So I'm thinking I'll use the colors of a Gemini, light green and yellow, because those are fun colors, they're expressive colors, and I think we can create something quite pretty while still being like, you know, quite out there, and each side being different. It says that Geminis are excellent artists, so there you go. I don't know. This is gonna be my take on a Gemini, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm gonna let this settle for a few more minutes and I will BRB. Actually, I am back. I'm just gonna like tan up my chest a little bit because I'm pale right now and I've got this weird stripe of fake tan. I don't know what's happened, but I want to try this. I got sent it in my PR. I just unboxed it yesterday and I want to try it so bad. This is the Iconic London Luminous Powder. So I'm just gonna like use the big brush it comes with and sweep it all over my chest. That's pigmented. Oh my god, it hurts to do this. I like worked down my chest yesterday and I'm really sore and like here, so it like hurts to do anything with my arms. It's pretty, it's intense. I feel like I went right in there and need to blend it out well. Okay, I think I still prefer my Laura Gullah one because it goes on way more even. This one still looks quite patchy. It's like very shimmery though, so I think it would be better like just paired up with an actual fake tan rather than just using it on my pale skin, because yeah, it just looks kind of patchy and strange. The Laura Gullah one, I can just like pack it on my chest and go with it like as a fake tan. Like that's how pigmented and even and smooth it is. I'll link my video below where I used it for you guys so you can see like what it looks like. Otherwise the Loving Tan like liquid's good too. Okay, I'm all fresh and moisturized and my camera is on a huge lean and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna start with a serum. This is a like solid serum by Milk and it's the Watermelon Brightening Serum. How many times can I say serum in one sentence? Quite a few. I'm using this in place of a primer today. And unfortunately today I think is going to be one of those makeup tutorials where I end up using a million different palettes because I don't really have a single palette that has everything I want, really, kind of. So I just kind of like pat this in. And the foundation I'm going to use today is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade Light Neutral. Hopefully it's okay for me right now. I like the serum because it's kind of sticky, so it like sticks your foundation on. I was going to use a hydrating primer as well, but I think we will be okay because I used that mask before. And this is a Flawless Finish Sponge by XO Beauty. It's a brand new one. Ooh. I really like this foundation most with a sponge usually because it's so thick, so it just helps to kind of like, I don't know, just spread it out more easily without like clogging up a brush or anything, and I've used way too much. And also it still gives you like a really good coverage, but it kind of like shares out the formula, if that makes sense. I don't know. And then under my eyes I'm going to use my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer just to cover up these dark bad boys. And there goes my sponge on the ground. Whoops. If you can see all the like stuff in the background, it's from my PR haul I filmed yesterday. It's just like hanging out because I need to put together some giveaways, so I didn't want to like move it all just yet. So this I just find is a really nice brightening concealer. It's not like the highest coverage concealer out there, but it covers enough for me to be happy, and it really brightens up. And I'm gonna put a little bit on this breakout too, and then just blend it in with my sponge. Seriously, like what's going on here? I must have like some dry skin that the powder like clung to. I'm also gonna add a little bit more concealer just around my nose because it's red. And then under my eyes to set my concealer, I'm using Well Rested by Bare Minerals. And this is just a small face brush, by the way. I love it under the eyes and I love it for concealer. Concealer, highlighter, that's what I was supposed to say. I really got concealing on my mind right now. Sometimes I put a little bit of Well Rested down my nose as well, just to conceal a little more. And then on the rest of my face, I'm going to use some of my Vitalist Healthy powder. I'm going to use the shade 710 Classic Ivory. And now I look matte AF, but we're gonna, you know, glow up our skin later. So I'm gonna go straight to my eye makeup, I think, and just get that done because I've got an idea of what I want to do, kind of, but we all know how that goes halfway through. I'll like change it in. Anyway, I'm just gonna go over my eyebrows tattoos with a little bit of this Browsings by Benefit. This is shade 3, just to brighten them up a bit because I got foundation all over them. I'm going to use my Stay Don't Stray just to prep my eyelids for the eyeshadows, especially because I'm using colour today. I definitely want to use a base, just to make sure that everything pops. I'm just using a little angled eye brush to blend out my primer all over the lid, all the way to the brow bone. You know the drill. I feel like we all know how to do makeup by now. This is the Full Spectrum palette by Urban Decay, and then I also have a more affordable option, which is the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil, which has lots of nice matte shades. So we're using light green and yellow. I want to make it kind of wearable, so we're going to use some other shades also. I think I'm going to start on one eye using this like quite mustard shade. And I'm just using a clean brush for both sides so that we don't get any like, you know, color bleeding. I'm doing this quite heavy all through the crease. I think I'm going to do like some kind of cut crease effect if I can. I might use my little stamps that I tried in my video the other day, the Wish gadgets video. I'll link it below if you haven't seen it. I tried out a whole lot of like Wish weird beauty things like stickers and stamps and stuff. God, I wish I could just do like plain yellow eyeshadow right now because I like dig this look. And then I think I'm going to go into the Full Spectrum palette, and this color is very similar, like probably just skip, you know, changing palettes if you want, but I just want to use it, this like mustard, and it's got a tiny bit of shimmer in it, this one, so I'm going to pat that on the lid a little bit. It's definitely a little bit more pigmented, but I mean it's not that different. I'm going to go into this Nudie Patootie palette because this color is perfect. Right here, it's called Strip, and I'm just going to deepen up that crease a little bit, just putting it in the outer corner and kind of sweeping it through the crease a little too, just to like overall give some more dimension because yellow is such a pale color, it's hard to like get that definition, so the mustard shade's perfect. Now I'm going to try my little stamp again if I can find it, and I'm going to use a little bit of primer, and I learnt in that video that less is more, so I'm just going to apply a little bit just like this to like a third. And I'm just going to spread it out with my finger a little. I have no idea if that's good or not, but let's give it a go. Okay, that was not enough product, so I'm just going to do it again. Just pressing it gently. Okay, all of a sudden it's not working as well. Well, that kind of works though, if I just like sweep it on a little. Now for my lid, I'm going to take the palest yellow, which is this one right here, and I'm just going to pack that on. Hopefully it's pigmented enough. Yeah, it looks right. Sometimes I find really pale milky colours like this don't have that much pigmentation, but you can build this up a bit. This is like neon yellow. It's not really what I was going for. I'm going to blend it with a little bit of the yellow next to it just so it's not as neon, because I want it to be wearable. On this side, I'm going to use a little bit of Gold Goddess by Stila. I've decided I'm going to put that right on top of the pale part, and I'm just going to use that same brush just to pat over it and make sure it's all sealed in and blend it out nicely. And that's kind of what we are going for. We're not going to stop there, but I'm going to go onto this side now and do the green lid, and we're going to do some stuff underneath as well. So first I'm just going to take a clean brush again, and then which colour? I think I might start with this kind of khaki green and kind of go in that same crease area. Well, this one's not as pigmented. Okay, it's buildable, so I'm just going to build it up. Is that shimmery? Maybe it is shimmery. I didn't think it was. I'm going to mix in a little bit of this kind of like lime green. And then I'm going to take a darker green, I suppose this one just here will do. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner and a little bit into the crease as well, just to tie it all in. I'm going to use my little stamp again, even though it wasn't perfect last time. I think the base might be a little bit too thick for it or something. It doesn't like transfer very evenly. And just stamping it on again, hoping for the best, to be honest. Okay, that one worked better. I put on a little bit more this time. I'm like obsessed with how this is coming out already. I love the colour. And then for the lid, I think I'm going to take this kind of shimmery green right here, and I'm going to pick that on top of that base. And then just to create a little bit more dimension, I'm taking this kind of like forest green, and I'm just going to put that like over the edge because it's like a different undertone. And then just blend the colours together, and we're gonna have something like this. Now I need a little bit of shimmer to match the other eye, and I don't have a green magnificent metal, so we're gonna find a different glitter to put on the lid. So I think I've chosen this one here. It's called Go Golf. It's size 2 by Lit. And I'm kind of attempting to just get a little bit because I don't really know how this is going to go. How is that? I think that's pretty good. So the green glitter is definitely a little bit less obvious, but I still like it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used with the yellow color, and I'm going to take the same kind of order of colors underneath this eye. So I'm starting with like the darker kind of yellow. I'll use the Laurel color just to darken it up even more, and then a little bit of the lighter kind of like neon yellow color. Ooh, it's going in my eye. And I'm going to use a gold in this waterline. I kind of want to go into an even darker green just to amp up that outer corner just a touch. This is just from the same palette. So then going in with those same colors on the lower lash line for the other eye. Hello camera, what are you doing? That's not my face. So I'm using the darkest green I used and a paler green. Finding this light yellow really difficult to friggin' work with right now. I'm gonna add a brighter yellow over the yellow to make it work, because the light yellow just looks funny. I don't know, it just doesn't look good. And I'm gonna add the bright yellow into the inner corner of the green. Actually, both eyes, because it kind of works with the lime green as well on the other eye. You know what, I'm going to use gold in the other waterline as well because it looks good with green. This is just Urban Decay, by the way. Most of the time when I use eyeliner it's Urban Decay. I'm also drawing in my waterline in my inner corner just a little bit of that gold liner just to make it pop a little bit more. So that's how we are looking. I was considering doing some kind of ombre eyeliner, but I actually really just like how it looks like color wise at the moment, so I think I'll do black eyeliner and just do like a wing. I'm going to use my NYX matte liquid eyeliner today. I'm just going to do quite a thick wing, something like that. Take a lesson from me and don't use dried out eyeliner, because I was finding it so hard to work with that it just kept getting thicker and thicker. So now here we are. It's so crooked, dude. Now I'm going to keep going. I'm gonna keep going and try to fix it. It's just like unfixable right now. This side came out fine, but the green side is not cooperating. I'm just gonna leave it because the more I mess with it, it's gonna get even more screwed. So one eye is way thicker than the other. Oh god, that looks terrible. Whatever. Hopefully once I put on lashes you won't be able to tell. First I'm just using some Essence Lash Princess mascara on top and bottom. Okay, lashes are sticking down right now. I'll list them down below for you. So I'm going to go straight back onto the face and do some contouring and stuff. I've been using my Makeup Revolution contour kit a lot lately. Going in with a bronzer brush. It's like a little angled brush so I can get a nice sharp line. I just really like to blend this in super well because I want it to be dramatic, but I don't want it to look too harsh, you know. A little bit down at the center of my nose, because that's where my nose is crooked, so I like to just smack some like contour straight over it to disguise it a little more. It seems to work usually. Now I think I'm just going to keep the highlighting and everything real simple because I don't want to go overboard. I've got so much color on my face right now and I still want it to look really pretty because, you know, I don't think Gemini are that outrageous. They're just, this is the whole personality symbolism, you know? So I still want this to be wearable and beautiful and fun. Like, I actually really like this. I would wear this for like a party or something. Maybe I could tone it down a little bit with some neutrals, but like, I do like the color. But you know what I mean? Like, if you chuck some brown in the crease and stuff, it would be a little bit more wearable. So I'm just taking a contour fan brush with the shade Crushed Pearl from the Glow Kit Gleam, the lightest one. Obviously use whatever highlighter you want. You don't have to copy me. I'm just putting that on my cheekbone. I love this brush so much. It's so fluffy. So I'm going to keep the cheeks very simple like that. Just contour and highlight, of course. You know, add whatever else you would like to. Now for the lips, I honestly don't even know. Let's look up Gemini once again, just so we can see if I can get some like hints. Okay, honestly, it says a lot about like romance and like being affectionate and stuff. So maybe I'll just do like a romantic pinky nude. I don't know. It'll go with this. I'm stuck. I don't know. What would you guys pair with this? Comment down below and let me know. I'm going to start with Jouer Nude Lip Pencil. And just line my lips all around. This is very creamy, but you get like no product in this. Seriously, it's like horrific. And then on top of this, I'm going to try the Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Mango Mango by MAC. It's like super pretty and I just feel like it's quite complimentary. It's a little bit colorful, but this should tone it down, the lip pencil. So I'm just going to like concentrate it on the center and kind of rub it in. Just like that. I think that's really pretty. So here is my interpretation of Gemini. I have a soft spot in my heart for Geminis and I feel like this shows the whole multiple like switch of a personality in an instant, but you are still one person. It's all connected. I don't know. I always feel so lame when I'm like doing these videos, but it's just my interpretation. So I think this is such a cool look. Like I said, like tons of people on Instagram have done looks like this. I would have no idea who was the first to do it. You could totally, like, if you do like this video, but you're like, I'm not gonna wear lime green, try it with like bronzes and like golds and stuff. Like do like a little mix match of some more neutral shades or something like that. I think it would look absolutely stunning. I definitely want to try it again just with neutrals because I don't know, I just love it. It looks really effective and surprisingly it's not too out there for me at least. Like I'd probably happily leave the house right now with this. I mean, it is crazy, but you know what I mean? Like it's not like, I have no idea what I should be doing with my hair, so I'm just gonna like leave it in the bun and just chill with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you are expecting for the next star sign. I'd love to hear from you because I do read all of the comments, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.